Having fun in the hobby room. Hope you join me. Please subscribe. F86 build. Coming soon. More and more videos. Oops. Forgot to turn the video on. Sorry, you guys. But we'll cut the shrink tubing to the close right to the right size on this one. Okay? Let me zoom in here a bit and show you that I didn't. Oh, we're going way too far, aren't we? That I didn't go much past the size of the actual joint with the shrink tubing, but I got it sealed on, so I know it won't come undone. But because it's going inside here and we didn't want to cut bigger holes than we need to, we won't put a lot of extra shrink wrap in there. Okay? So, here we go. Well, that line I cut for that wire just ain't going to cut it at all. It's going to go a way different path. Yeah, there we go. From there. Okay, that fits tight. Now we'll cut a little bit here of a V, because the wires have to come out together. We should just be able to line it up. I just wiggle my knife a bit in the foam. Okay, leave that one there. We'll come by here on this one, just beside it. Same as these. Because the ducting is in here, we don't want to change that telemetry or the size of it, you might say. I don't want these wires to push this foam. So I'm actually cutting a little bit out. Just a little sliver out. So that the wire goes in here and doesn't cause this ribbing to swell on the stops the ribbing from swelling on the tube that comes from behind the fan. Oh boy. Oh boy. Just gotta get this started. Let's get it started in there. There we go. Now, here's a piece of wood. So I don't hurt the wires. The wires down in these places I made for them now. These ones should be way easier because they're just a short distance. Let's say quick, neat, tidy wire management here. Okay, that one is the rudder. Now, before we go much further, it's time for just a quick little handy tip. Okay, so now I'm going to look at my wires. I know this is my rudder. So I'm going to take a little piece of tape near the end here. Just put it halfway. Make a little tag. I'm going to put an R on it. That's going to stand for rudder. So now, oh, I didn't check you guys see me do that, I hope. So now you can see what I'm doing. So this one here Okay, so I put a little piece of tape on it. And I know this is an elevator, right? So I'm going to put an E on there. Then I got one more wire coming out of here. It's this one, holy moly. It's a really long one here. Okay, so this long one, this one here, this is the ESC, the throttle. Oops. Oh well. Okay. So, ESC. I'm going to write that on here. There. ESC. Okay, so now I got 3 wires coming out of here. They all look the same, but I've got no tags on them all to tell me what they are afterwards. Same as I'm going over here to the fuselage on the other half. There's only one wire on it. And it should be pretty prominent, the only one that doesn't have a sticker on it, but it's also an E, because it's an elevator. Okay? So I have to wire the elevators together, right? So, we got the mark there, and I got this marked. Now, oh boy, I think it's time. We're going to look at gluing this thing in. I got the seam right at the very bottom. But I think I'll glue in this tube in half, and then the other half. Sure fits good. Not anything else, it fits really good. So, I think I'll put epoxy, and this one I'll use 30-minute epoxy and then get really all the curves there really well, and then lay one side up, and then do the same to the other side. Yes, the other side I have to put together when I do it. I use the 30-minute epoxy and I have to do the whole thing. And oh, let's not forget, we have to glue this wood in here. And that allows it for that's the wing joiner. So we have to glue that in there still. Just stick that here, remind me my way. Make sure I don't forget that, you guys, okay? Good. Now, I'll take a break. We'll upload a video, and then we'll come back and we'll get this done. What I'm going to do first, though, see, we should all do this. I got all my stuff here. I'm going to hook up a receiver, and I'm going to test to make sure that everything is working before I go any further and glue parts in. Because if something isn't working, this is the time to fix it before you start gluing fragile stuff. I think that's their thing. I'd hate to have to take it out and do it over. I just simply make a new one. But all these wires fit nice. When I epoxy it, they're all epoxied on tight. That'll be good, but all this is sealed in there once you epoxy this airplane together. So you gotta make sure it's all working before you do that.